Good morning. It is Tamara Hunter, and today is Giving Tuesday, and we are on the road for 36 hours live to raise funds for Chemo Buddies for Life and enroll the buddies within the Buddies Network. We have today Kat Keddington. You are healing through, let's just say, self-care, right? Self-care. Yet you're doing some pretty amazing things with one of the largest organs in our body, right?
Yeah, your skin. Your skin's the largest organ in your body. And what's interesting is whatever you put on it, it absorbs into your bloodstream, So think of the nicotine patch. People put hormones on their skin and it absorbs into their bloodstream. And so it really actually matters what we put on our skin. And so what we like to say is if you can't eat it, then don't put it on your skin.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Now, before we get into this too much, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remind everybody it's Giving Tuesday. And right now, this is the date that $1 turns into $2 for $1 donated. And that's because of the PayPal Giving Fund. So if you donate to Chemo Buddies for Life here on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, then that $1 will turn to $2. And so we are raising funds and it's starting to go up. So let's keep it going. Okay, so let's talk in regards to what it is that you are doing. Now, you were introduced to me because of Aaron, and you live in the Utah area, of which, I love the area. I lived there myself twice in Utah, and I have such a fondness for it, and yet I understand the entrepreneurship within it, because there's pockets of busy areas and then there's a lot of open land, and it really, in my mind, is a great place to be entrepreneurial. And you and your sister have decided to be exactly that, yet it was because of a medical need that you guys decided to do it, right?
Yeah, so my brother-in-law had dozens of warts on the bottom of his feet called plantar warts, and he tried everything to get rid of them. I mean, banana pills and 4 different doctors, and when that didn't work, my sister would research at night. He would cry because he was in pain. And she came up with this formula that was a healthy cell formula. She put it on his feet, and within 2 weeks, the warts turned black and fell out. And then she was like, okay, was this a fluke thing, or did this really happen? And so she wound up, trying it on several other people. And the next thing you know, they created the wart paste jar and the wart paste company. And they decided that they would try it on her daughter's cold sore, and because she knew it was antiviral, and it worked, but it tasted nasty. So she's like, I'll formulate a lip balm. And then she was like, okay, well, I might as well try it on my son's eczema on his arms, and it worked, but it was messy. And so she took 9 months to come up with a formula that was a cream for eczema, and it worked amazing. And then fast forward to today, we have over 40 products, because what we realize is that if you can give your body what it needs, vitamins and minerals through the skin and to the skin cells, it's going to make all the difference, and your body's going to heal itself naturally.
The thing that was really fascinating to me, and I want to just get to to focus on it, is that the fact that if you've been through any kind of cancer or any kind of disease, in particular though cancer, and you've had any kind of lymph node situation taken out and such, there's an issue when it comes to deodorant, when it comes to, and you were telling me when we were visiting before that you guys figured that one out, and it makes sense, and yet it it kind of doesn't, and so it's like, okay, I would love for you to be able to explain that, because that was one of the things I thought, okay, we really need to talk about this particular piece, because I believe that there are so many of even the cancer survivors, our buddies, that are not really aware of the fact that we could be doing ourselves damage in an area that we don't even have any clue that we could be doing ourselves damage. Do you mind addressing that? Because I do believe it's so important.
Yes. So, I'm excited to be on here today so that people can donate. The first 5 people, or the first person that donates $100, it'll turn into 200. We will actually give them a set of, what's interesting is my sister, after she created those 3 products for like cold sores and eczema and the warts, I was like, okay, you got to help me with my wrinkles. So it took 10 years off my face, and she created this amazing facial. So the first person that donates $100 right now will get our facial, which is a $79 value. So it comes with this really amazing high mineral rich. It even has magnesium, because the best way to get magnesium is through your skin. So it is fabulous. There's sulfur in there. And
cool.
Yeah, sulfur actually helps your body produce collagen. So this isn't a collagen supplement, but it helps with the elasticity, and it'll help tighten with wrinkles and things like that. But I just wanted to bring that up because thank
you, because
needs to donate to this amazing cause. I love it.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing. It is absolutely amazing. And I know that my grandfather died from cancer when I was 18, and he was like a father to me. And I wish that Chemo Buddies for Life was around then. That would have been so amazing.
I knew that there was a connection more than even just our conversation, because when I saw you, and I had asked if you had seen the video yet, and you haven't. You need to see it. It's incredible. And you are in it.
Precious.
You're in it. You sent in your selfie, your why. Yeah. And I was watching it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, she just nailed it. You nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm getting chills over it. And so I appreciate the support, and boy, I'm telling you that stuff looks very cool. I could really kind of like use that. I'm thinking, you have the most gorgeous skin, and
thank you. It wasn't this way 2 years ago before I started using it, and it's just amazing what pure and direct nutrition can do. And so back to your question. So most skincare, it's interesting because we're unique. We're not just all natural just from the earth, right? And a lot of people claim they're natural, and then they're like, well, we don't have parabens, and we don't have sulfates, and we don't have this, but then we have dyes and other toxic ingredients. Fragrance is horrible. So most skincare actually has what we call skin harm ingredients, and especially deodorant.
Harm. Okay.
Skin harm ingredients. So things like parabens. Parabens actually mess with your endocrine system, and your endocrine system manages your hormones. And so people are wondering, why can't I get pregnant, or why am I having miscarriages, or why is it that time of the month that I'm so crazy? It's because we're actually putting toxic carcinogens on our skin, and especially with deodorant, they add aluminum, which is a heavy metal, and you don't want that into your skin. But what it does is people love it, that they're not gonna sweat anymore. And so aluminum helps with that, which is horrible, that you actually want to sweat, because that's a really great way to detox. And So other skin harm ingredients are things like sulfates, which make your soap and your body wash and shampoo and conditioner really soft and slippery. And it actually helps to strip the oils from your hair. And but it's an allergen. And I have a friend that works inside of a lab, and she double gloves when they use sulfates. And I'm like, we're putting that on our skin in, every soap that we use, in public bathrooms, even at home, most people have it. And then another skin harm ingredient is alcohol. Alcohol's natural, but it'll dry your skin out, and your skin becomes an alcoholic. It wants more. And so when you put that lotion on, you put that lotion on, you think 20 minutes later you need more, because they add that alcohol to it. It's really interesting, and it's not great for your skin at all. And so
you're saying lotion or those items that have alcohol, that because you have to keep reapplying because it dries you up, that's what the alcoholic. That's a great line. Okay, we'll keep going, but that you actually say things that really resonate with me because of the fact that, first of all, I can remember that it's like, okay, that was witty, and yet it makes complete sense. And so so continue, keep going.
Okay, so what I want you to do is go home and look at your lotion and see if it has alcohol in it. And then there's some other skin harm ingredients that what's interesting is a lot of skincare makeup actually comes from third world countries. So the water that they're using is bad, and it's not that they put heavy metals in your skincare, in your lipstick. Most lipsticks actually have trace minerals of heavy metals, and we're eating that, of course, because they say the average woman eats like a pound to 2 pounds of lipstick in their lifetime. And you're eating the heavy metals that are coming from the dirty water, from third world countries. So it's important that where your skincare is coming from. And they say that the average woman walks out of the door with over, and I've seen 2 different articles, one that said 140, and the other one said over 500 chemicals that they put on their body before they even walk out the door to go to work. Isn't that
every
crazy?
Day?
Yes, every single day. And what's interesting, and this is going to blow your mind right here, and this is so key for people that are getting treatments or have cancer, is that in the U.S. they've only banned just 30 different toxic products. And in the UK, they have banned over 32 different ingredients that they put in skincare.
30 products versus 32 ingredients?
Oh, sorry. 30 ingredients versus 32. Sorry. Sorry. My dog just might bark because he wants to be part of this live.
I'm a dog lover, so just no worries. Yay. No worries.
So in the US they've only banned 30 ingredients, just over, I think it's like 32, and in the UK it's like 3,200
32.
Is that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that is and
it's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
What I want to show you today is someone will win a deodorant. I guess you could pick who would, one of our people that donate. I love that PayPal is doubling the donations dollar for dollar. That is absolutely incredible.
Yes, so, until it's exhausted. That's why I'm doing this constantly right now, because it's like, let's take advantage of this dollar for dollar, because we can, $1 donated, we will be able to double it. It's matched, and that's right. Incredible. Yes.
Okay, so what's fabulous is my sister basically asked, how come some people stink and some people don't.
That's
And
right.
she
That's right.
realized that it's a vitamin and mineral deficiency. And through True Love Skincare, we nourish your body through your skin. It's called Skintrition, so it's nutrition through your skin. And so she figured out that if you can give your body the nutrition it needs, that you're not going to stink. Isn't that interesting? And so this is her deodorant, and it actually, let's see
Okay,
here.
we lost you for just a moment.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
are nutrition deficient and okay, what nutrition what vitamins are you nutrition deficient?
Yeah.
What is it that
Yes.
you
So
stink?
if you're deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, you're going to stink. And so what she did was she added in her product, she added things like chlorophyll, potassium, iodine. And what's interesting is, like, I feel amazing because I drink my green smoothie every day, for my kale smoothie. But this is even, I even feel like I have more energy, which is phenomenal because I literally just rub this in my armpits. It helps with the stink, and I feel better because I'm giving my body what it needs to do what it's supposed to. And this also has things like fenugreek and green tea extract and arrowroot. It also has zinc in it, so you're just getting a power packed punch of nutrition through your skin.
Nutrition that's going to help you not to stink. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
and who would you like to win this today? We
Let's
would love
think.
to give away a deodorant.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're doing the $100. You get the facelift, basically, is what I'm thinking it is, but I know it's not really. But it's
The
like
natural nutritional facelift. Yes.
I love it. Okay, so let's throw it out there that the next person to donate at least $25. How's that?
Love it. Yes.
Next person
Love it.
donate $25 gets gets what I'm excited about. I'm excited about that deodorant. I mean, seriously, that's why I asked
Yeah.
about it. That was the first
I
thing out there.
yeah, and it's
I
interesting.
donated
So,
$100 yesterday. You know,
ooh,
Selena, thank you for that. That's awesome. We've got
wow.
quite a few different $100 offers out there right now, and so yes,
That's
and
so
if
cool.
you, yeah, are you okay with her claiming your facial?
Facial. I think that would be great. If you're okay with it, I am so excited. Yes, Selena.
I
That
would
would be
love so
awesome.
Erin, if you can verify that, and then what we'll do is we've got the $25 right now donation, and then we've got a few different offers right now that have been given to us to be able to play with, if you will, that are from some of them for $100. So let's keep that money coming in because
Yeah.
we for right now we will get a double dip.
I
So
love it. That
yeah,
is
so
so exciting.
yes,
So
so
I wanted to talk about what we've replaced those skin carb ingredients with.
okay.
So, and it's interesting because I'm like, how did a little mom who was waiting tables to supplement income come up with skintrition, right?
Yeah.
And ditching the toxic chemicals. And what we realized is that when she made the wort paste, it didn't need to be preserved. It has such a high mineral content and essential oils, and plant extracts that help to preserve it, so we don't have to add any preservatives to it, which is so cool. So I wanted to just kind of show you what we should be putting on our skin and what we've replaced those skin harm ingredients with.
Okay.
And the first one is olive oil. So olive oil is the third most prevalent mineral in your, or it's sorry, olive oil actually seeps through every single layer of your skin. So all
Who does
8
it?
layers. Yeah, and it is one of the most pure things on the earth. It's it's the liquid gold of the Bible, of course, right? And it's very healing. So that's what you want to put. And some people put petroleum jelly in their product, and that is not great. Your body's not bioavailable for that. That's more of a chemical compound. So, replace that with olive oil. And then we love, this is oleopurin, which is olive leaf. So it's from the olive tree, and
Oh,
it is antiviral. And so I have a gentleman that I met at a conference, and he had got polio from the war. And so he takes this internally every day. And I was like, yes, this is amazing, because we have stuff for like fungus and psoriasis, and to help some of those crazy skin tags, which are actually can be a virus too, which is
really?
crazy. Yeah, and then this is one that I absolutely love, and this is called MSM. It's a food grade sulfur, and people take this internally for joint and muscle pain and cartilage, to kind of build that cartilage, and for bone. And so this is interesting, because this is what helps your body produce collagen. And so we have this really cool scrub that we put on in our facial. And the scrub is, you're not using, it's called Glow, and it's just this little green, earthy, beautiful
Yeah, that looks
paste
nice.
that you rub it in. And when you're rubbing it in, that little scrub that you're feeling is sulfur. It's a food grade sulfur. And what's really cool is this is inflammatory, and it's also a natural painkiller. So have you ever been to the hot springs?
No, I've
Okay,
never.
you need to go, because what happens is your body, there is sulfur in every cell of your body, and so it's one of the greatest minerals that we need. And if you can put it on your skin, it's going to make all the difference. It helps with the pain. Like whenever you go to the hot springs, people just feel so amazing. They feel relaxed, rejuvenated. Any pains and aches that they have go away,
Ooh,
because because sulfur is the third most prevalent mineral in your body. And so another one that I just absolutely love, I feel like it's God's gift to humanity, is it's bentonite clay. And it has over 65 minerals in here. And so this actually helps detox and remineralize at the same time. Anytime you're detoxing, you want to make sure you replenish with good minerals. And so this is actually, it's mined in 3 parts of the world. It's a healing clay, and they found it in Redmond, Utah. The animals were
really?
the animals were licking the ground, and they were like, what's going on? And they had a high mineral rich salt that they sell, that they don't have to process to kill like all the bacteria. Most salts, they heat up to 2,000 to 3,000 degrees, and they kill all of the good stuff in it, all of the minerals. And this salt's under volcanic ash. And so I highly recommend, with health problems and things like that. We do need salt. The doctors are saying don't eat salt, but it's not that salt is bad. It's that we have bad salt. So, anyways,
Right,
in that
process, right? Yeah.
and in that same section, that's where they found the healing clay. And then people came to them, and they were like, "Do you know what you have? You have this amazing mineral-rich clay." And so then they started selling it, and it is just amazing. And we put it in our bath soak. People were like, "We want to bathe in True Love," so we made a hot springs mineral soak that is absolutely amazing. If you're having any pain from being on your feet all day, or even if you get sick, we have this thing called the Comfort Pack that has like a sinus and throat rub that is an antihistamine, because guess what we put in it? Raw honey.
Ah,
Raw honey is so good for your skin. It's packed full of vitamins, vitamin A, which is amazing, and it's nothing bad can grow in this. So this jar is actually over a year old, and it looks like it's brand new. They have found honey in like the ancient ruins, and it was in its perfect form. Isn't that amazing? So and it's antimicrobial, so it will just help to kill any bacteria that could be happening. So a lot of times when people are experiencing skin issues, like really, really dry, cracked knuckles, or even eczema or psoriasis or rashes that show up. It's a manifestation of what's happening on the inside. And if we could give you these amazing ingredients on your skin that are antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial, it's going to change the game. And then what's interesting is your cells regenerate every 28 days. And so a good cell regenerates good and a bad cell regenerates bad. That's why cancer is so bad, right? So if you have a cancer cell, it regenerates so rapidly. But if we can get your cells happy and healthy through pure and direct nutrition, your body will, it's amazing. It'll heal itself naturally on its own. Yeah.
Well, I have to say that I am absolutely fascinated by your products and the education of them, because the thing that I'm grateful that you came on, and thank you for your offers. Thank you for the fun and and the education, because the thing that I really am very excited about the growth that's taking place within our community. And yes, I know you get it because you nailed it in that selfie video that was played on the very first hour. So you have to go back to the first hour. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, Skip Thomas is the one to thank. He's the one that put it all together. And MJ Raven, she performed, and so did Jeff Steinberg, of which you switched spots with, and I appreciate that. And what I am thrilled that we were able to do here, and the thing that I really want to stress, is that education is going to make a big difference through going forward, and having without agenda, education without agenda. And here you've been very giving. You've shared your evolution of your products that came because of a family need, and then found that, oh wow, we can be entrepreneurial and make a there we go. It happens at the top of the hour. I think it's telling me that the show is over, but it's crazy. But we're going to end on here. But this is the thing: is that the fact that you have been open to sharing the education of the fact that we ourselves can learn to understand that if we have body odor under our arms, it might be a vitamin deficiency. That blew me away. And that's the thing I keep going back to, because that's the one I had not heard. I had heard a bunch of other stuff, but I'd never heard that one.
Yeah. And before we go, I just wanted, because there's so many amazing chemo buddies and people that are also going through chemo, your body is under stress. And what happens when your body's under stress is it creates the hormone cortisol. And what cortisol does is it's amazing, because it keeps us from having a heart attack or a stroke, but it's hungry and it eats away all of our vitamins and minerals. And so if we can just replace those vitamins and minerals that the cortisol is eating, that's why when we're stressed, like under immense stress, we start to look older and age faster, right? Because it's eating all of those vitamins and minerals. So do it through your skin. Start loving yourself. Ditch those skin harm ingredients that are carcinogenic and toxic and are causing anxiety and depression. 1 in 3 people have anxiety, which is crazy. And ditch those toxic chemicals and replace it. Did you lose me? I think you lost me for a second.
No, it's going in and out right now.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. So replace that with loving yourself, self-care through pure and direct nutrition, through the things that come from the earth. God has given us such an amazing, just awesome minerals, right? And vitamins that come from the earth that we can put on our skin, and it will it will just love yourself. It'll just, you'll love the skin that you're in. You'll be happier, you'll be healthier. And what's interesting is when you're healthy, it equals happy. Isn't
Right,
that
true.
the truth?
It's so
Yeah.
true. Well,
Well, I'm excited. Thank you so much for having me
yes.
on today.
Well,
And
thank
I'm
you.
excited for the ones that are getting the deodorant and the facial, that they can just rub those minerals and vitamins right into their skin. And before we go, can you just give us your why and why you're doing this? Because I shared this to my Facebook, and I would love to just hear, because I can't even believe how long you've been online. You have been going forever.
Yeah, well, not quite yet. We've still got a few hours to go. The bottom line is this: is that I've heard those three words for far too many people. My grandfather, my mother, my brother, myself, and my daughter, and I was lucky enough to have a buddy and help me get through it. However, my mom was not, and my mom it, it's a sad story. It's a longer story, but the bottom line is this: is that she was alone, she was afraid, she was in pain, and she was sick. She was truly sick, and she had superbugs, and she had urinary tract infections with superbugs, and being elderly, which creates crazy stuff going on. And my mom was Mensa. My mom was brilliant, and she became a screamer in so much pain, and I could do nothing about it because I was going through cancer at the time, and I was put in
Oh.
isolation, and she had pneumonia and superbugs, and she lived in this room. She lived in my house. This is her room, and now it's the filming room, and every day that someone is crying out in the night and afraid and alone and not able to have someone there and understanding what's going on in their life for whatever reason. And cancer is one of those areas that is truly, it can be it can be something that you can get through, or it can be something that is going to do you in. And we are no longer going to let cancer have that power. We are taking the scary out of it, and we are moving through together, because something as simple as having community, something as simple as having someone that can understand you and be there with you, patient to patient, and then support person to support person, because we support the patient and those people that love and support them. When you can have people that understand you from here, then these people will most likely be able to get through it together, because they're never going to understand each other. They're coming from two different chairs. So
Wow.
we have developed a program, a movement that is changing the way cancer's done, one person
Oh
at a
my
time, one buddy
goodness.
at a time. That's
Tamara,
why.
you are amazing. You have taken your mess and turned it into a message, and you're affecting lives. And I absolutely love this. And I love that you're enrolling chemo buddies today. So if anyone feels
Yes,
called to be a
please.
chemo buddy,
Yes.
please, to support, not maybe even someone that's going through cancer, or to support someone that's supporting someone that's going through cancer, please reach out to us. Is there like a website or something that
Right
they
there,
can?
cb4l.org. It's very simple. chemobuddiesforlife.org. cb4l.org. Go to be a buddy. Just it is simple enrollment, and truly, if you were a support buddy of someone that even maybe passed decades ago and you still feel it, you're a support buddy, and you will be able to help not only yourself to get through it now and heal through it, you'll be able to help someone else. We are seeing it daily. It is making a difference, yet we are enrolling because it's time for us to grow.
I love it. This is such a beautiful organization. Thank you for all of your hard work. I am absolutely amazed with you, Tamara. This is
Well,
so
vice
beautiful.
versa. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to having some more fun together, because yes, I love what you
Yeah.
guys are doing. So, thank you for your time. You're absolutely gorgeous with your
Oh,
beautiful skin.
thank you.
You're welcome.
It's life changing, really.
There you go. All right. Well, have a wonderful day. A wonderful Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday. $1 turns
Yes.
to 2. Go and donate right now.
I'm gonna do one more offer. So we actually do pampering. We come and do facials and foot soaks, and whoever hosts the party gets free product. So if anybody wants to book a party with us, we're nationwide. We have a consultant in Alaska, in Hawaii. We have from coast to coast, all the way to Virginia and California. If you want to host a pamper party with True Love Skincare and have us come pamper you, the first one to book that party, I will give a free deodorant too. So
Well,
so type in the
thank
comments
you.
below, and I would love to come and pamper your guests. Or if you're a retreat specialist, we also come to retreats and we pamper all the guests. So
Well, there
either
you
one
go.
would be great. So thank you
Well,
so much
thank
for this
you.
amazing opportunity. I love your mission. I love
Thank
your
you.
why, and I love that you're willing to share your passion with people and make a difference in this amazing world. So
Well, thank you.
good job.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Okay, guys, we're going to keep going. Stay tuned.